Hello, we're here stretching Aviv. She's right after the shower, so she's a bit warmed up. We started out by doing circular motion to stretch out our legs, particularly paying attention to behind the knee. Now we move to the foot. I hold with 3 fingers where my middle finger is stretched along her calf, and I'm holding her foot particularly to open it up. Lastly, I'm passing my 4th finger behind her heel cord, so the leg needs to be stretched out as straight as you can get it, and then I'm flexing her heel and passing my fingers along her heel cord at the same time. And I do this for about 20 seconds. Okay, and now, still with the same flexed foot, I'm going to take both fingers and pass them from the heel to the toe on her foot. Now I try to wiggle each toe to maintain some flexibility. She's already a bit stiff there. Wiggle toes! Okay. Now I try to lay this leg as flat, as straight as I can, and I move over to the next leg. I need a little bit more lotion. Lotion helps a lot, actually, in being able to get some of these stretches. So again, we go in circular motion, both to lather on the lotion as well as to stretch out some of these muscles, paying particular attention to behind the knee. And at this point, I do have to pull a little bit on her heel to get this kind of stretch. And as you can hear, she's stretched, but she's not hurting, she's not crying. And don't get to that point. I'm not applying that much pressure, but I am extending her beyond the natural reach. Okay, and now I do the same thing with the opposite hand. So my middle finger extends along her calf, my index finger and my thumb are holding her foot flexed, and the leg still needs to be straight, so this is not as good a stretch as this would be. So since my I could with my 4th finger move down the heel cord, but I'd rather keep a better hold with my right hand, so I'm using my left hand to stretch out the heel cord while I'm still flexing the foot. And we do this again for about 20-30 seconds. This is a really important stretch. It keeps her from getting too stiff. She's somewhat stiff already. You can play around with the flex and point. That's very good too. And of course, now I repeat what I was doing before with the 2 fingers moving from the heel to the toe on the arch of the foot. And sometimes you'll feel like it's crackle paper, like there's bubble wrap underneath there, and just work it out until it no longer feels that way. Okay, focus. Focusing. And now we're back to wiggling the toes. Wiggle toes. Wiggle toes. Wiggle toes. Great. Now we're going to do some range of motion with the legs. So, I hold both legs as straight as I can. At this point, I'm not going to stretch her for the flex. I'm just going to hold the legs together and then go up in opposing motion. What's important with the bottom leg is to get it all the way down to the ground, because that's how she gets the most extension. And this also works for lower back. At this point, I'm a little annoyed that her feet are turned in, so I am going to flex her feet as I'm doing this. Are you singing? And we're moving your legs. This is also really good for motility. So if she's having a hard time with bowel movements. Okay, another exercise. So we do those for about 30-40 reps, but not too fast. And now we're going to do a bit of circular motion, moving her from side to side. She likes that a lot. And finally, after, when we do this, the last thing we do, I extend the leg a little bit, but it's still relaxed. And I place the top leg flat-footed on the floor with a little bit of weight bearing. And for a final extension here, I pull her opposite arm out for a more full stretch. Aww.
Who's all upset? Who's all upset? Go ahead.
If she gets a little annoyed, you can jiggle, 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 jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. And then try it again. Maybe with more support on the back. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Nice work. Okay, opposite side. Opposite side. A bit of a stretch here. Good job. Good job. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. There. And we put her back and straight. Now, posture in general and positioning are very important. And so we do try to make sure that her torso is